What's up everyone, my name's Haku, welcome y'all to a new Blue Lock Project World Champion video on my channel. I didn't expect to be making a video like this anytime soon, but yet, here we are. Today's video topic is To the World, which is most possibly the hottest debated topic in the Blue Lock Project World Champion Discords. As of right now, there's a lot of people waiting for To the World, speculating when it will release, if the game is even worth playing until it comes out, or anything similar. To answer the first question right away, when is To the World coming out? To the World in Project World Champion Japan came out on the 30th December 2023. To celebrate the 1-year anniversary of the game, together with a few celebratory units. This mode is substantially different from Save Blue Lock because of two main things. The first thing being that there are no more practice matches or anything similar to that, and the second thing being that instead, as you will be able to see right now, there is a gauge that says boost level 1. That boost is a bar that can be raised by entering flow and picking tiles during flow. Flow is something new to Save Blue Lock, as you can see right here. You can see these blue waves overall. Even though we're not getting good tiles, it doesn't matter. This run is just to show you how the mode even works. These blue waves means I'm in the blue state of flow. Now if I pick a tile, this boost gauge will go up. What it does is that after each of the 5 phases, whenever there's a practice match, it raises the stats that you receive. The max level of this is 10, and on level 10 it will raise those received stats by 450%, making you gain up to, I think, 200,000 per match, which is pretty nice. Another thing that majorly changes between Save Blue Lock and To the World is that you don't really need special practice rate anymore. The main things to look out for are actually lecture rate and special lecture bonus. Over lecture bonus I've talked so often in previous videos, I'm assuming you all know what special lecture bonus is all about. But eventually this mode, like we've got a flow upgrade by the way, which I'll talk about in a bit. This mode will work without much special practice rate because of the unique capabilities of the flow. As you can see here, this means that in the following turns, these tiles will spawn guaranteed with those certain boosts applied to them. So if you manage to enter the flow nicely and just keep picking training tiles, you will have a continuous stream of training tiles coming in without you even having to worry much about that. Now it's important to turn these tiles into special lectures to get the best possible value out of them logically. And that is how the mode essentially plays overall. You can risk resting, but rest might cost you your flow. You might just stay in flow and risk getting your condition all the way down to awful as long as you keep getting good cards. Or you can find your balance between them to just find the perfect card that helps you overall. This card, for example, has one of the boosts. And now, before taking this card, I will talk about boost levels real quick. You've seen the blue flow, and now you've seen the red flow. This red flow state is better than blue, and there is something even beyond red, which is gold, excluding custom character flows. These flows mark levels of boosts you can get. There's a blue level, a red level, a golden level. And obviously the higher the level, the better the boosts. boosts range all the way from just condition recovery while picking a tile, like the one that just set me all the way from awful into into best, or actual base stat buffs on the tiles themselves. I hope we'll get to see one of these tiles here very soon, because that base stat buff applies before all the other buffs come in. We've got no tile with a boost applied here, but still a nice tile, so we're gonna take it. You can see the Inspiration Gauge is already almost at level 6. And we keep getting more and more boosts from the flow. Training card levels are still a thing, so it's still worth focusing on mainly one training type instead of all the others. But other than that, that's about it. We still have not seen a tile with a boost on them other than condition recovery, which is kinda sad if you ask me. I'm hoping we get to see those pretty soon. It's been a few months since I last played this mode, to be fair, since Beginning the Striker EX just came out a while ago. And that mode has just been bliss. It's just been so much better than To the World again. That's actually scary. And now we actually got kicked out of the flow, which is pretty interesting. But at least here we get to see an actual stat boost for once. This boosts physical and stamina, the base, by 120. After applying the special lecture bonus and the other stat boosts of the supports on this card to it, we can see that these 120 actually turn into 1496 over here, and has helped raise the stamina gain to 6195 base as well. Now these numbers may look high, but you'd be surprised what is possible in Beginning the Striker EX, but that's not what this is about. It's still a major step up from To the World and from Save Blue Lock. And I do want to say that a shit To the World training will still be better than a good Save Blue Lock training. A bit sad that there's no one to support Chigiri here. He's all by himself on that tile, had a few nice buffs that could have been useful later on. But yeah, we're already on over 2 million of speed. The stamina was gained from a supporting event of a support card, so don't pay much attention to that. And here we can see a nice golden buff, physical and wisdom, base plus 720. And what we can do now is, as you can see, there is no special lecture on this, but I kinda do want this card. So what can I do now? What we can do is, we take this tile, and this tile that has a boost will stay in place. It will not leave or despawn, it will actually stay there until it gets replaced by another card. So we can just essentially, by picking other tiles, reroll that one. As you can see, it's still there, but now has a different support on it. But again, nothing worth taking really. So we're sticking with the speed ones, getting that training level to max. The Inspiration Gauge is almost at level 8 as well. And the full shuttle run training has been maxed by now. We keep the red flow. I would love to show you the gold flow, because the golden flow is absolutely insane and essentially the key to a good run in this training mode. But until then, we'll just keep picking tiles, keep staying in flow, keep accumulating more and more buffs. And one thing you will notice in these runs is this video will probably be quite long, because there are so many ways to get extra days that it's essentially impossible to get a run without getting at least 10 extra days thrice. Normally, because there are so many tiles that give extra days as well. Here we can see some nice buffs on the intel, 2 of them, leading that even though this is a speed tile, we get up to 7,470 intel through this tile as well. So these buffs can definitely help in making more well-rounded units, even though in comparison to what you will have on your favorite stat, like let's compare speed and the likes of kick or wisdom, there is a major difference. Here we can see the effect really nice as well. This is a dribbling tile that has a kick base boost on it, and now kick is actually the highest stat on that card. Stuff like this makes runs a bit unpredictable, but it also holds a lot of potential in it. We get another golden buff for the dribbling tiles with technique plus 720 base. I'd hope to get some lectures onto that as well. That would be really amazing. But that is generally how To The World works. I'm very positive we can get this to level 10 before the extra days are over. We're going back to picking speed tiles. Colorful palette on that turn. Really nice. Through these percentages, 670,000 speed gain. Not bad at all. And now we've kept this card all the way until here. It turned into a lecture, and look the stats we're getting now. We're getting speed on it as well, because this buff actually has speed and wisdom. And with the likes of Zantetsu and Shigeri on the card, speed has turned out to be the best stat on this tile that I'll gladly take. And now all our stats are already EX plus 1 and above. You can also see a lot of AT dialogues that you should know in global by now. So there's really lots of ways to get those 10 extra turns on every single phase. Again, lots of nice buffs we are seeing. We're staying in the red flow, no golden one though. I'm hoping that Rayo still has his custom flow after the first checkpoint match, so I can showcase you that. And actually the difference in stats is so big that even this golden boost doesn't matter facing Nanase and this practice card, this support card that was farmable to level 100 for free through some special missions. It's absolutely amazing. 950% onto that. 999 is still the highest. That has not changed. But we'll definitely take those increases for some really juicy stats, even though realistically a To The World trained character will not make my team. Now here we're in a bit of a shit situation. We've got 2 tiles of which neither are lectures, and we can't rest because we're on Awakening. In this situation, this tile has a condition recovery buff, so we won't lose condition by taking that tile. So we'll just easily do that and essentially skip a turn. Oh right, and this is another buff that you can get. This book only exists in red and gold, and it actually gives extra turns as well. The golden book on a tile gives you 2 extra turns, while the red book gives you 1. And speed is... wow, speed is overwhelming. What? Wait, what? Okay, never mind, I was spitting bullshit. I have never seen 1049 before. That is something new. I'm sorry you had to see that, because it was also the first time that I saw it, and that does not exist in To The World until all the way later. Like, this is something that must be at least relatively new in JP as well. Can be older than 1 or 2 months in JP, so don't expect percentages above 999 in To The World, please. And this is looking to be a very promising card. We've got the condition recovery, which is amazing because we won't lose any condition while picking this card. And we've got one of the best boosts in the game, all stats based plus 360. That results in a tile like this, having several thousands on every single stat as we pick it. 650% is really nice. Some very good overall stat gains that I definitely will take and not complain about. So let's keep going. We've got the extra turn tile here. I'm gonna take it, even though we can't really use the extra turns. There's still a ludicrous amount of speed on that tile, 130,000 base. So we get over 1 million of speed. Also, again, another disclaimer. Please do not expect values like this right away. This is my own account that I've played with since the game came out in February, or rather since I rerolled this account in February 2022. The game came February 2023. The game came out around New Year 22-23. We're on 33 million, which is not a value that you should expect right off the bat. Each character in this comp has over 100%, up to 120%, or even 140% special lecture bonus. I'm using really good support cards, of which some are at level 100 as well as 2 red gears that also have constant speed up as a passive. That is why we're getting these amazing tiles. Although getting tiles with 10 to 15,000 of speed and much more for whales should be possible regardless, just do not expect to be on 33 million after checkpoint 1. That is not realistic because Global is not built like this. And as you can see, the inspiration boost we've got, we're 400% since we're on level 9. And just pay some attention to the stats we gain now. It's around 7k on every stat here, and Rayo does still have his custom flow. Custom player flows essentially work like golden flows. They give golden buffs, but they only last a certain amount of days. And we're taking the speed tile once again because it's just so much better due to the card level difference, the constant stat boost from essentially everyone, the team, and the training gear as well. And now we're aiming to get that boost up to level 10 as fast as possible for obvious reasons. So more extra days through the tile and through Nagi as well. We're gonna hit 10 million speed now. Amazing card as well. Some physical on it as well thanks to the golden buff we got. 800%. We've hit 10 million speed. Unless I'm absolutely stupid, and this tile could be very juicy. I saw an all stat boost and another speed boost on top of that. I would love to get a lecture of that. But let's see what this run has in store for us. I hope you're able to get a nice overview of how the mode plays or how it's supposed to work in general. Now this is kind of underwhelming. I don't really want to take this tile because it consumes a lot of stamina. But I want that other tile, so I will take it anyways. 950%. And we get the extra days from the golden book, which is really, really nice. The book triggers the Ego additional time sequence, if you've wondered what that one was from seeing it before. There's a lot more things that are in the game right now that aren't relevant to the world, so there might very well be a few things that I've skipped or not covered properly. If I have done that, do keep in mind it is solely for the reason of that not being in the game at the point where To the World comes out or in the 3 months after that. Stuff like EX support cards are something totally different that will join the party later on. But you'll know when it's time. And actually, talking about time, this might be the time to finally use that dribbling card since the speed one is somewhat of a stinker. Can finally get that card gone. We're on extreme though, I kinda do want to get rid of that. Got the side dribbling card, which is quite nice. The X dribbling card with extra turns on it. Definitely nice. Maybe we can capitalize on technique a little bit. Zantetsu gives us his golden skill now, that's amazing. We get to Awakening through it as well, get a nice speed plus 720 buff on it. We get kicked out of the custom flow. We got 7 extra days. We've got this boost here as well. This boost, this EX boost. Forgive me if I remember this wrong, feel free to correct me in the comments if I do. But I believe it has the ability to increase your flow or trigger flow higher than just the base one you would normally get. Like to actually trigger a good flow and get you from blue into the likes of red or gold. So more extra days, so we're now on the max for this phase. The video is already 20 minutes long. I've told you this will be one hell of a video. I hope you've gotten to understand everything regardless. We're taking this tile here because I do want the flow upgrade. Hoping it does happen. It doesn't. Maybe it's just a chance to do that, or maybe I'm wrong entirely. As I said, feel free to correct me if I am. Now we can focus on picking speed tiles again. 1049% again. Second time we've seen that now. It's like the screen's cracking. That shit looks absolutely marvelous. I love to see that. And why stop when it's going well? A really nice speed tile. We are guaranteed to keep awakening from one of the flow buffs. But what would be even better would improving our flow to red or gold instead of just blue with the low level buffs. Let's hope we can do that through this Nanase tile. Come on, 600%. 715,000 speed gained, and we do go to red flow, which is amazing. Also, additional turn dialogues when you already have 10 extra days. Just don't do anything. That's all. In case you wondered about that, they just don't do anything. That's all. But we're not gonna let that stop us. We're gonna continue with this run towards checkpoint 2. Nice tile here again. 950%, I'll take that. I'll definitely take that. And that's all 5.3 comes in, which should give golden flow as well? I believe, I might be wrong. Nope, I'm not. It does give golden flow, so you'll finally get to see that. And as if to celebrate it, we're having a tile with 174,000 speed on it. No reason to not take it. 750%, really nice. And lots of gold buffs, as you can already see. So let's hope we can keep this up and keep going with a lot of nice buffs. As this one, we're gonna take the kick card here, no use wasting our stamina on a tile like that. It has more stats than the dribbling tile, so we can just take it easily. And essentially just stall our way onto a speed lecture that comes in now. It's easily the best tile around. We take it. No diff. 650%. And that's the end of phase 2. We've made a bit of progress. I think we should be at around 45k million maybe? 45 million seems like a solid guess. It's 41 million. I was a bit above that. So definitely not bad at all. Not nearly good enough to make the team yet, but we are just past checkpoint 2. So now is when shit goes down. And now is also when we start getting the level 10 inspiration buffs, which is quite nice. Since the stats gained from each match do increase the later the match is, so having the boost later on will be very, very important. So lots of good tiles here again, but speed takes it once more. Why wouldn't it? 950%. We're still in gold flow, which is absolutely amazing. I would love to stay there as well. Stay there even longer, just make the most out of it. Let's see how much we can do. Well, so much for that. I just got fucked in the ass. Now out of these tiles, none are really good, so I'm gonna go with the Psy one for the extra turns, since I can't rest. The Golden Book does give at least 2 extra turns guaranteed, as well as the extra turns coming from the tile itself. So we'll get some nice extra turns in, make sure that we will be able to use the full 10 extra days for this phase as well. As I'm just gonna keep leading you through this run. I've said essentially everything important there is to say about this mode, but the run's going on anyways. It's long runs. We're taking this one since we're not losing condition, and there's no lecture available. If you have anything else added that I didn't cover, feel free to write it in the comments below. If people like Emil are watching this, feel free to correct me if I said anything wrong. This is a very nice tile. I'll definitely take that. 900% amazing. This run's turning out better than I thought. But yeah, I hope you're excited for this mode as well. I am hoping it can help in recovering my motivation to play global a chunk. Even though I'm still really unsure with that. But it is what it is. We just gotta keep going. I know that activity will definitely peak using this mode and finally getting some insane runs. I've already seen people getting players with over 1 million worth in power, which in JP was unthinkable before To The World. So you never know what's possible. You never know what can happen once To The World releases. I'm expecting units having like between 5 and 10 million off the bat, and it's another 1049. Damn. Okay, baby, I see you. We definitely can't complain about the random bonus in this one. If this was the beginning the striker, it would have been absolutely amazing. Also, feel free to leave a comment down below if you want me to do a video covering beginning the striker, actually. The EX version, not the regular version. Because right now, beginning the striker has completely replaced To The World in the JP game. And it's much faster to do as a video than To The World for reasons I will not disclose yet. So feel free to let me know in the comments if you do want to see me do that. And for now, we just keep picking speed tiles, keep getting that speed up. We're past 20 millions already. We're getting the red flow as well. And hopefully soon more than that. Oh wow, this is extra turn heaven. 2 golden books. This one alone gives 4 extra turns. I'll definitely take it. We'll get to the 10 maximum extra turns that we can get now. But oh damn. Some Tsurugi Zantetsu extra turns as well, as if we needed them anyways. And a 999 again. Definitely can't complain about the RNG in this one. The RNG is really RNGing. Wish I had this kind of RNG for once in runs where it actually mattered, or in global. Getting Awakening 300% all over the board. I just can't be asked. There's no really good tile here, so I'm just going with this one. Since it shouldn't consume any condition, which it doesn't, and it gives a gold skill that we don't have yet. Since essentially every new tile, starting from the face tile that Rin has, can give a gold skill essentially. It just, units will look very different with a lot of gold skills. They will most likely look like this, which is completely unthinkable if we think about the current state of global, where gold skills are more for utility and are actually used strategically. And while you can do that here, you are expected to just get about 10 to 15 gold skills per run minimum anyways. At least in the current state of JP. In To the World Global, it won't be like that right away, obviously. Since right now there's only the Rin tile and the Isagi tile coming tomorrow on Friday, the 8th November 2024. But yeah, it's gold skills aren't what they used to be, but to be fair, with stats like this, we're closing in on 24 million of speed. Gold skills don't do much for the player value anyways, it's essentially all stats. So gold skills are, if even that, they are just utility. And we've actually managed to surpass the event stamina gain with our speed stat, which I'm quite surprised about. That we've managed to do it before the last match 1 even. Though to be fair, I do not have event stat characters in this, so it's not too unlikely. But this is still one of the better runs with To the World that I've made on this account after the start of beginning the Striker EX. Just mainly, most likely, due to the insane support characters and cards that are in this game now. Just like the free level 100 one. I think it's grown to be my favorite support card. It's amazing for every stat. It has 5 tiles. They all do the same, but they look really cool. It just does everything. It's literally the perfect all-round card. You're able to get it to level 100 for free. You had to use your own memory bolts though. That's fair enough. You were able to get all the dupes for free. Definitely not complaining about that. I wonder if Global will ever receive that Season 2 commemoration as well. Or when that will happen. Maybe when Season 2 finishes, it'll be in time for Global to get that. Who knows? But for now we're in the second to last phase. We should be getting a lot of extra turns now. And even though there's only 2 days in this will definitely change sooner or later, as you'll be able to observe first hand right away. There we go, the turns keep flying in. We've got 5 already. That's more than I expected. Really nice tile, 150,000 speed again. I might honestly even place a rest here if we don't get a dialogue that puts us into Awakening soon. Although this card might be able to do that on his own. Nope, only to best. Unlucky, but you can't really pass up on good tiles. It's all about stats anyways. So even if you only get like 500%, it can still be worth over just wasting a turn and potentially using your flow. And now we've just seen the possible best boost in the game, and I'm hoping we see that tile later on. Because one boost that I haven't mentioned yet, so if you stay till here, write a comment saying OP boost or something like that to let me know, is there are boosts that boost the entire stats of a practice by 100%, 150%, and 300%. I think are the numbers. Like imagine this, if it had the golden buff on it, this would get multiplied by 3 once more, buffing the whole training card stats by 300%. So essentially just a free times 3. Hence the best buff in the game that you can get from To the World, most likely. But also one of the rarest. Shido gives us some more additional turns now, as if we didn't have enough already. We'll just keep picking tiles. We're in extreme now anyways, we can't rest no more. But we're in red flow anyway, so I wouldn't have rested either way, I believe. Stay in red flow. Shigeri wants to give us a golden skill, I believe. Indeed he does. But the tiles have started slacking a bit. We've seen several 100k plus tiles before, but they're starting to vanish again. I'm hoping they don't. We've still got one more phase ahead of us. There we go. 110,000 speed on there. Amazing. And our next tile will most likely get us over 30 million speed. Rayo's definitely being one fast boy in this run. There we go, 30 million. Amazing. And we even get the gold flow. Oh, that's amazing. I initially wanted to rest anyways, but now that's definitely out of the question. I think we just pick the speed tiles. They give the most stats, even if the boosts on them are worse than some others. We just gotta keep hustling. We keep the golden flow. I'm just hoping for an awakening dialogue, or just any condition boosting dialogue, really. Oh, but I think we might have to take the technique card on this one. Great technique stat, great speed stat, only 250%, which is really annoying to see. But we are an awful, so I guess it's very fair. And now we enter the last phase. We're on a base of 59,410,000. And now we've got 2 more turns plus extra days to show up and do something. Okay, lots of promising tiles. 147,000 speed. 300% is alright. We'll definitely take that. Our condition goes up to good again. But more importantly, the extra days are coming in. The extra days are coming in. But the tiles are really looking kinda mid. Which is sad. Let's hope we can get some nice buffs. Or some nice tiles. The conditions... the gold flow's gone. We only got 1 extra day. But this tile has a golden book, so we'll definitely take that over resting. 500%. Absolutely amazing. Extra days from the tile itself as well. So we've now got a turn to rest, unless there's an absolutely crazy tile coming for us. There's not, so we'll place a rest here. Rest into awakening, amazing. We even get an extra day of the special rest. That's even better, so we've basically almost not lost a turn. Now we can keep picking speed tiles, even though 42,000 is not exactly what I'm expecting by now, given the course of this run. Some of the tiles we got throughout this run. Honestly, all of this is underwhelming. We're picking the muscle training card since it has 50,000 speed on it. Should give some flow upgrade as well. It does. I think here I picked the Nanase card. Because even if it doesn't give less speed, it does give less speed than the Chigiri speed card. It's still more stats overall, but now we've got to look to get some, well, hopefully extra days, since we've only got one turn left. We might have to prioritize that. Or maybe not, because all the tiles are ass. Let's hope 999%. Let's hope we can get an extra day off this tile. Please. We do! Come on! This is one hell of a long video for one run. You'll understand that soon enough. We're still in the race here. We're still in the race. And there's a nice Nanase card. We're on Awakening 1049%. That's actually just what we needed, and even more extra days. So I think we might actually be getting onto those 10 extra days in the last phase as well. We're on 35 million speed, 25 million stamina. Definitely a feast for the eyes. And anything but a bad run, especially for to the top. We're taking this speed card, which has the highest. Now, you know what? We're taking the dribbling card because it gives extra days, as far as I can remember. If I'm wrong, I just screwed myself over. But I'm not wrong. So we've got one more turn to get a really nice card. Worth it. 121,000 and we get another 1,049. And the gold flow on the last turn. So with 66 million we go into the last match. And then that's gonna be it for this video. I hope if you've actually stayed all the way until this video, thank you very much. I hope you've been able to get a good overview of what To the World is all about and why it will replace Save Blue Lock and how it's different mainly. Thank you everyone for watching, and I hope to see you again in the very next video. Let's take a last look at the result as X+1 rank 66.99 million. Nice. So thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Bye.